Hello everyone, I'm Denise with Spiritual Growth Tarot, and I am here to do a reading on Erik Prince and his involvement in the We Build the Wall program. There's, of course, the 1,000-page report from the Senate Intelligence Bipartisan Russia report. I guess it's the Senate Intelligence Committee, so Volume 5 has been released. And being investigated were Don Jr., Steve Bannon, Jared Kushner, Erik Prince, and Sam Clovis. Now, I've done readings on Steve Bannon and Don Jr. and Jared. I'm not so sure I care about Sam Clovis, but maybe just to see if they all end with the same demise or if they're all going to be flipping. I want to know for Erik Prince, what was his involvement, if any, in this We Build the Wall program? Or maybe it has to do more with the 2016 Russian, election meddling, and if he had any involvement with the Trump campaign. I want to try and see if I can figure out what his involvement was and what the outcome will be for him. So I'm going to take the two from the bottom. This will add to the outcome over here. And I'm going to do a Celtic Cross, so the same as with the others. For Erik Prince, the forces in motion, his challenge, what he does have control over, what he's done in the past, what's hanging over him of which he has no control over, his near future, what he's attracting, others' influence, his long-term, or not long-term, but distant future, and then the actual outcome. And then, of course, these two cards will support that. Okay, so let me get them in frame here. So we have the Queen of Wands. Maybe that's his sister, Betsy DeVos. Or maybe it's his connection with Ivanka. I'm not sure. Oh, and I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite, and I cut the cards down so that I can fit them into frame better. Now, what is challenging him is the Six of Wands. So his... let's do it this way. His victory, his success is challenged. What he has control over is the Six of Pentacles. So the actual exchange of money. Wow. So this could be with money laundering. If this isn't a woman, this would be his self-confidence in this game that he's got going on. But this may very well be a connection with a woman. Okay, so what he's done in the past, yikes, the Ten of Swords. So he has created a tremendous amount of pain. He has stabbed a lot of people in the back. Maybe he's already flipped. He has already betrayed someone. That's where that's going. That's what's hanging over him. Let's move these down a little. The Tower. He has no control over this huge, just disruption in his life. You see the the crown, it's gone. It's like the crowned ones are falling from grace. So he has no control over that. Wow. Okay, so his near future, that's the Three of Cups, and I'm going to say that this has to do with him collaborating with other people. What he's attracting, this is the King of Wands, so this could be maybe Trump or someone with some power who is helping him. And others' influence, the others' influences over him, there's a an amount of legal documents coming down on him very quickly. So other people, so you just have to imagine, like they've been they've been investigating him, and he hasn't been arrested yet, but Steve Bannon has already been picked up, and it looked completely relevant that he would be, or obvious that he would be flipping. So if he flips, then, they'll ask him about, they'll ask all of the guys about each other. That's just how it goes. And they'll see what stories, corroborate and line up. And then they already know, they had enough to get Bannon for, one felony count of conspiracy. And there was wire fraud and money laundering. So this guy's in it too. And whether or not it had to do with the We Build the Wall program, it's, he's still being investigated for something else. And it could be both. It could be many things. Okay, so his distant future, he is, well, it looks to me like he does have options. He does have choices. And the outcome, this could be a cold-hearted, attorney that will take him down. That's possible. Or it could be his sister rescuing him in whatever way she can with her money. I don't know. Who knows which one of those two have the most money. And then the last two cards we have the Sun and the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot could be going away. The Sun card, that tells me that there's more to come out. This may very well be a legal attorney, a female attorney of, in the investigation. And something will, because of her, something will come out. And this could send him away. This could get him, see, that's the thing. He hasn't been arrested yet. It's just an investigation. He may have already flipped because, what he's done in the past right here is he has stabbed somebody in the back, and maybe many people. And it looks to me like they had a plan and he did something, and it had to do with an exchange, lots of exchange of money with, some other wealthy people and some abundant people, and it didn't really pan out because the victory for him didn't come through. Or it's just that he got caught. He just got caught, and it's blown his world apart. And just a summation here, I think he is attracting some support, but there's also all these, I believe, legal documents coming down on him. His distant future is still, it's unknown. That's interesting. I don't know what else this could be. I invite you guys, your comments and your wisdom, your expertise that might come through and give us more on this card. I mean, it's a smokescreen in the negative sense. It's a smokescreen and it's delusion and it's fantasy for his distant future, and a place where you want to make the right choice, but because of his past and this hanging over him, the tower hanging over him, he's having a real, crisis in his life. Crisis is coming. The crisis is coming. And the only thing that he does have control over would be to exchange the information about the money, changing if it was money laundering or where the money went, where the money is, how it came in, how it went out. And he's definitely betrayed someone. So, but his future is quite up in the air. It's quite up in the air because we don't really have a true legal outcome yet. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this guy. But what we can see is that because he was one of the 5 who were investigated from that report, because they obviously found something in there. And, you know, of course, this is a guy that owned Blackwater, and I think it's changed. I forget the name of it, but he's something, I believe, starts with an A. I think he changed the business, but he's been one of the dark money dudes from way back. You know, one of the guys that Rebecca Mercer and her father, brother, the whole, you know, they've invested in him for years. So I don't know if they are part of the, you know, the several that he's probably stabbed in the back. He's definitely, because this is in his past position. He's already given up the goods. He's already given up whatever it is. Because it did come down on him. He had no control over that. This could be Rebecca Mercer. Or it could be Betsy DeVos. She is blonde. Rebecca is not. This could be Betsy DeVos. I have no idea who this guy would be, but whoever he is, he's, you know, he's there to. This could be a legal. Oftentimes, King of Wands are attorneys. It's just so as you know, King of Swords and Queen of Swords as well. Queen of Wands and King of Wands, they can be attorneys, absolutely. So interesting. So this could be a legal person. Yeah. So legal, but it's up in the air. So maybe he has more goods to give them, but it will be revealed. And his outcome may be that he goes away to another. I don't see this as being like a foreign country, but maybe he goes away. Let's see. Let me get some more clarity on that. Let's see. Let's get some more information on this Chariot. Because it's a travel card. But it is, you know, a powerful card. It's a victory card. So let's get some more clarity as to what that's about. Okay. So I have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I think this has to do with what he's done in the past with his you know, Blackwater enterprise. I mean, he's literally been, you know, a hired mercenary. And how ironic, like the Mercers have supported all that. That's interesting. So there may be some balancing out of, you know, his karmic past here, because he spills the beans on everyone and then he gets to go free and start a new life, and he will hastily go for it. Wow, that's quite a mystery. Let's try choose the LeNormand, see what I can get here. So his actual, the only thing I'm still a little confused about with that reading is the actual outcome. It may be that it's just still up in the air because, of course, we all have free will and he has choices. So with Erik Prince, what will you decide? What will Erik Prince decide, and what will be his outcome after this investigation goes all the way through? I didn't even see that he would totally be, well, let's just draw the cards first, that he would actually be arrested. Although with that Tower card, man. Okay. Okay, so we have the letter. So that would be a legal document. Clouds. Clover. Keyhole. House. And this is the Golden Dreams LeNormand. So it's an extended deck. There's 44 cards in it rather than the natural 36. And it's by Taroko Studio. Okay, so again, letter, clouds, clover, keyhole, house, moon, balloon, scythe, child, and island. So there are documents that don't completely, they either haven't been brought in yet, and there's, because of the clover card, I would say that there's at least two documents that need to be looked into. But this is an ending, so it would be to finalize. So maybe this would be because I was asking, I always remember to go back to the specific question. I was asking what might be his choice and his outcome. So his choice might be to take the opportunity, the meaning of the clover card, or one of the meanings in this context, it would be the opportunity to provide at least two documents that could clear up the missing pieces that they don't have, and then this could be something that could end, whether he decides to do it or not. This is a card of indecision, but whether he decides to give up some documents or not would change whether or not he's safe, and it would change his whole, family and financial foundation for the future. The house card is all about safety and family foundation. It's often the card of like the father of the family, but it could be any, breadwinner. So this could, if he doesn't comply and give them what they want, it could end his, the foundation of his life and his family. Now, the documents would have to do about whether or not, with his reputation, and whether or not he gets away, whether or not the decision comes down, the scythe knights over to the letter. So the decision if he does release the documents, that decision could give him a new sense of, getting away from something, like breaking off from the problem. So it's in flux, but so the change is there. The change and the opportunity, because notice how the clover knights over to the moon. So if he'll go with that change to see the bigger picture, which is what the meaning of the balloon card is, it's definitely usually a successful card. If he'll take the opportunity to change, see the bigger picture, and decide, he'll have this new opportunity to understand how no man is an island, and how we're all connected, and how, at some point his evil ways will catch up with him. But it's his decision. He hasn't, that's why I couldn't get anything clear from the tarot. He has not made the decision yet. The decision hasn't been made yet. Based on just this one situation that we're asking about. So, okay, guys, that's all I got. All right, take good care. Be back later. Bye.